Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexiot's here. It is Friday morning, and the day has come for us to play the Boston Celtics in the in-season tournament tonight. First ever Raptors in-season tournament game in the history of our franchise will go down tonight at Scotiabank Arena. The court is beautiful. It's black and it's gray, and I'm excited about seeing it tonight in person at the game with Tom Duke, Isaac Campbell, David and Peter Saborn and Morgan. We're going to have a good time tonight. And I'm ready to get loud and hopefully cheer our team on to a victory. If we win against the Celtics tonight, we'll be the only undefeated team in Group East C. And that's a big deal because if you're undefeated, you're more likely to get to Vegas. So I know it's the first one, but the first one's the tough one. This is the best team in our group by far, for sure. So why not play them right away and get it over and done with? And, we'll see where we are in the tournament after tonight, see what we do. All right, let me start with the injuries. The latest, the lineup matchup stuff, the latest lineup injuries news. Koloko's still out, of course, with his respiratory illness. Still very mysterious. Still no word, any kind of news about him. Just still not dressed to play. Anunoby, we're going to probably not have him tonight, guys. I know a lot of us were hoping that Anunoby could come back and play with for this game in particular because he's such a huge weapon for us. But, his finger got cut worse than we think. He actually did have to get stitches on his finger. So the stitches are hampering his shooting hand, which is the right hand, a bit. But Darko really likes working him with his left right now, and he says that it may be working out for him in the long term using his left a little bit right now since he can't use his right because of the stitches and the laceration. So OG's not likely to be playing tonight. I'm going to tell you all of that right now. Now, Gary is likely to play today. He participated in practice fully yesterday, and it sounds like he's going to be ready to go tonight, Gary Trent Jr., So it's a trade-off. We're probably not going to have any OG, but we are more likely to have Gary. I do not see Dennis Schroeder's name on this injury list. I do not see any of the other Raptors names other than the two ways, Ron Harper Jr. and Javon Freeman Liberty, who are both day-to-day as two ways for 905 and the Raptors. The 905 are playing tonight also, guys. Just so you know, the 905 are playing in Greensboro against the Greensboro Hornets. And I'm going to do the ref report next now. So there's your injury report for the Raptors. Next, Celtics injury report. Kind of interesting for tonight. They rested some guys the other day and beat the Sixers without them, which was very, very interesting. Now, the thing about it is we'll see. Now, right now, the main one I think that may be sitting tonight for sure is Porzingis, guys. His knee has made him questionable for tonight's game versus the Raptors. So he is questionable. Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford listed as probable for today's game due to a left big toe strain. So I think it's likely Al Horford will be playing for this game. It's very important. I don't know about Porzingis, though. But then again, these guys could all play. They could be at full strength, and we may not know it. So let's not take them lightly, even if they have injuries or whatever. It doesn't matter. They're a top-notch team, and they can have guys missing. And we're going to have to play a high level anyway. Jaylen Brown is on the injury list right now also. He has an illness, and he is listed as questionable for tonight. So there is a really weird possibility that they may not have Jaylen Brown or Kristaps Porzingis for the game tonight. And, that'll help our odds to win, obviously, without two of their top players in the lineup. So possibility questionable for Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, but probable for Al Horford. And that's all the Celtics that are listed right now. Now, in the weeks leading up to this in-season tournament game, I kept saying if we get a certain lead referee, that I'll know it's fixed, that I'll know something's up. And that referee was Ed Malloy. Ed Malloy is assigned to referee in Cleveland tonight. Thank God. I just looked at the ref report, and not seeing Ed Malloy in Toronto tonight is a huge thing, guys. I'm going to say that right now. You are in Cleveland refereeing the Cavaliers game tonight. Thank God. I did not want to see Ed Malloy refereeing our game against the Celtics tonight because it never fails. There's at least one game every season where Ed Malloy refs a Celtics game for us, and he screws us, and we lose by 2 points by the end of the game. We don't got Ed Malloy, guys, but guess who we do got? And in some ways, I'm okay with this. because we know who this guy is and we know what he's all about. But at the same token, he is one of the most senior refs in the league. He is a controversial ref, and he is also somebody on the download that can, manipulate games if needed be. That's why he's one of the best, because he can do it on the down low and people don't notice. We got Tony Brothers tonight. Tony Brothers is our crew chief for tonight's NBA in-season tournament game, the first one the Raptors will play. Tony Brothers. That's right. We know about our guy, Tony. In some ways, I love Tony Brothers because in some ways he stands for what a referee should be, a tough-nosed, no-nonsense guy who can't be pushed around and is somebody that demands respect from the players. And that's the thing. Who's going to respect Tony Brothers the most will get the most sugar from him. So y'all need to be cool with Tony Brothers and respect him. Don't whine to him, Scotty. Don't do any of that. I know that you and Tony have seemed to be, you get along real well already, Scotty Barnes, Tony Brothers. So hopefully we can have more of that good feelings between him. I'm telling you, if y'all work hard, you play and you bust your ass and you show a good effort and you fight your ass off, Tony Brothers will help us. He will look out for us. If you're showing the effort, if you're showing a high quality of basketball, playing hard, and if it's like that, if we play so good that we play well enough that we look like we belong with the Celtics, Tony Brothers might just help us out, y'all. I'm going to tell you that right now. He might just help us out. He's in his 31st season out of Norfolk, Virginia. He went to Old Dominion University. His favorite TV show is Kiefer Sutherland's 24. His favorite movie is Claudine. His favorite musician is Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's right. His favorite book is the Bible. We know what Tony loves, Tom Duke. You know what he loves, the fried croakers of the Mississippi River. That's right. We love to get some fried croakers down there for Tony Brothers tonight, for this game tonight. If we needed a meal for a referee ever right now, we want fried croakers for Tony Brothers out of the Mississippi River. I'm telling you right now, he'd most like to visit Israel. Well, probably not right now, Tony. It's not the best time to go visit there. And his hidden talent is cooking. Tony Brothers, Tony Brothers, Tony Brothers. And to honor his late mother, Dorothy Brothers, a former Bank of America executive, Brothers and his wife co-founded the Still Hope Foundation, which seeks to assist single mothers in building a strong single family unit by offering quality resources and supportive relationships. I'm telling you, Tony Brothers, you're awesome. You are a saint. The Raptors Nation loves you. We love you so much, Tony Brothers, and we believe that you are one of the best referees in this league, and we are all about you refereeing a fantastic, badass game for us tonight. And please, please do not ref hit job us. Give the Raptors a fair shot to win this game tonight on their own merits against this Boston Celtics team. I hope that we can be pleasantly surprised to see them beat them. And Tony, please don't get in the way. Please don't get in the way. That's all I'm asking of you, man. We just want a fair call all game long. And I trust you. I trust you way more than I trust Foster. I trust you way more than Ed Malloy. And I trust you more than some of those other guys too. But Tony, please just give us a fair shake. That's all I'm asking this morning from you. All right. Just give us a fair shake. And don't make it about you guys. Let us decide the game, the players on the court. That's right. Let the players decide. All right, our second ref is Lauren Holtkamp. She is married to Jonathan Sterling. She's in her 11th season with the NBA refs. She's out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Her favorite TV show is Seinfeld. Her favorite musician is Florence and the Machine. Her favorite book is Anything by Stephen King. Her favorite meal is breakfast. And she most like to visit Greece. And she is a mixed media artist. So that's her hidden talent. She likes to do mixed media art. That's pretty cool. Honestly, Lauren Holtkamp sounds like a very cool person. She likes Seinfeld and she likes mixed media art. That's a very well-rounded, cool individual. Now, Holtkamp is married to NBA official Jonathan Sterling, and they have a daughter. So, yeah, Holtkamp is interesting. We haven't seen her a whole lot in the last 2 years, but she is a very friendly ref to us. We win 2 out of 3 of our games when she's around. She is our highest rated ref. Actually, the last 2 refs are the same. 2 out of 3 games. So 67% win percentage for, I should do Tony's too. I didn't do Tony's yet. 67 win percent for the Raptors. Meanwhile, the Celtics only win 48% of the games with Lauren Holtkamp present. So the second ref favors us, 67 to 48. Tony Brothers' ratings are the worst for the Raptors, and he actually does favor the Celtics, guys, statistically. We win 47% of our games with Tony Brothers around, And the Celtics win 56% of their games. So 47-56 is the split. Tony Brothers for the Celtics historically. The third ref is Nate Green. Nate Green is a ref that's been nice to us, a younger ref that's been okay to us over the years. I like Nate Green. He's all right. 6 seasons as a ref. He's out of Des Moines, Iowa. His favorite TV show is The Wire. His favorite movie is Coming to America. His favorite musician, Selena Johnson. He likes tagliatelle bolognese is the meal he wants. So he wants a very specific Italian dish. He'd most like to visit Africa. So Tony wants to go to Israel. Lauren wants to go to Greece. And Nate wants to go to Africa. All right. Yeah, Nate Green's all right. He's involved in community's annual diversity walk, his community's annual diversity walk, which celebrates people from all backgrounds and walks of life. He enjoys playing golf, bass fishing, and wine collecting. So, yeah, Nate Green is the same as Lauren. We win 2 out of 3 of our games when he's present. Nate Green is 67% win percentage for the Raptors. Meanwhile, for the Celtics, exactly the same. So Nate Green is even across the board. It's 2 out of 3 wins for us, 2 out of 3 wins for the Celtics, 67-67, even split on the wins, exactly the same record. So there you go. It's weird. Tony does favor the Celtics historically, and Lauren historically favors us. And then the third ref is even. So it's a very even ref crew. They did a good job picking the right people for coming to our game. Now, we'll have to see how it goes. I don't mind any of these refs. I don't have any kind of problem. A lot of people have a problem with Tony Brothers, but I don't. I understand him. And in some ways, I get him, and I understand the way he refs and why he does the things he does. And if the Raptors can understand that too, well, that's an advantage. That's an advantage right there. So there's your ref report. It's not bad. It is Tony Brothers, though. And we know that that's the whole kit and caboodle. There's a big, huge section of NBA fans that hate Tony Brothers. But, I'll tell you what, Raptors Nation, we don't need to be the part of those fans. We're on a good side with him. He does okay with us. We'll just have to see. I don't want any reason to hate you at the end of the night, Tony. Let's just put it that way. I just don't want any reason to hate you by the end of this night. So I know in some ways you do not manipulate the game right at the end of the game like a Scott Foster or Ed Malloy might. But maybe you will. I don't know, because of tonight and the stakes that are there. We've seen the pictures of the court already setting up this morning on social media. It looks badass. It looks so badass, and I'm so excited to get down there and see the gold on the jerseys of the Raptors for tonight's game. Oh my gosh, you can't get any more hyped. Of course, we had the Raptor Freak hangout last night. It was a blast, y'all. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have stories about what happened last night and the great turnout and the craziness at the Raptor Freak hangout at Real Jerk last night. Oh man, what a good time. What a good time. All right, let me get in the comments and we'll get going on those. There's your ref report. And there's your latest lineup news. Yeah, some of the Celtics are questionable right now. We'll have to see if it's actually true. In some ways, I wonder. I'll bet you they all show up. They all show up. All right, Canadian Dana saying, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Canadian Dana. Hope you're having a great morning. And let's get a good win tonight. I'm all about it. Trevor J saying, good morning, Raptors family. Happy Friday and game day. Let's go, Raptors. That's right, Commissioner J. That's right. I got the Commissioner J's Cup, Trevor J Cup for the in-season tournament. Whoever gets this, gets this. Whichever team wins the in-season tournament gets this in-season tournament cup. That's right. Thank you, Trevor J, for sending this prize to me in the mail to give to a lucky Raptor freak who wins it. That's right. Let's see what else Trevor's saying. Oklahoma City ran all over Golden State last night. Yeah, the game was on in the background at the Real Jerk, and I was kind of keeping tabs on it here and there. It was kind of fun, but very distracting also because such great karaoke and a lot of talent with the Raptor Freak family. I'll tell you, a lot of us got up there and we did our songs and did different things. Mischief brought his bass. After all, Mischief did bring his bass and he jammed. He did a couple of bass solos in the middle of the karaoke sets, just like he was singing songs. And I'm telling you, man, that guy's talented. He was just like, it was cool, man. It was very cool. It was like the Raptor Freak talent variety hour. And we had like a lot of different singers get up there. Tom Duke got up there and did Wooly Bully. Wooly Bully. Yeah, it was good times. Good times. All right, let's see. Jimmy Pope saying, I think we have the best in-season tournament court, hands down. If we're really judging it by style, if we're going to take somebody like OG or Surge or Precious who have style sense, don't take Grady. We know his style sense is suspect after the draft, but take these guys that are real style mavens. These guys really do like their fashion plates. Let's just say that Serge, OG, Precious, of course, and maybe in Gary too, of course. But Gary will put a little bit of splash of color on him. But yeah, the tournament courts are very different and strange and varied. Some of them very much like 80s neon crazy, like it's hard to look at brightness. And then you've got ours, a very classy, understated black and gray. I think is beautiful. Honestly, I agree with you, Jimmy. It's got a style and an elegance to it. In fact, I hope it wows people tonight. And maybe some people they'll notice the court with the way it looks with the gold jerseys. I'm really saying it's the jerseys on the court that are gonna make it come alive. It's not just the court, y'all. You're gonna have to see them wearing their gold city edition jerseys, and you'll be like, wow, that does pop. And that looks really, really tight. Looking at them on the court with that setup, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited about it, Jimmy. I am. Trevor's saying today you could be standing next to someone who is trying their best not to fall apart. So whatever you do today, do it with kindness in your heart. There you go, Trevor J. Words of wisdom. You never know what people are going through. Just be kind, because honestly, you could go a long way. Either way, if you're gonna be negative to them, you could destroy. Not destroy them, but you could be not helping in what they're trying to battle. But if you give them a little bit of a lift of some sort, maybe a smile, maybe a goofy little joke, maybe just something, that brightens their day just a little bit. You don't know how much that little bit of interconnectedness can go a long way. It could be a complete stranger, somebody in Toronto you never met before, just some little dumb thing. Like last night, I'm trying to get by a lady at karaoke, and she's walking, and she's like, oh, but she was dancing. So was like, I get by you, lady, but no, we would go, that whole thing where you go back and forth, like, oh, I'm gonna go this way, and then we were dancing, and all of a sudden we're dancing at karaoke. It's dumb and funny, but yeah, it's stuff like that, Let's see. Dana's saying our court looks more sophisticated. Yeah. Maybe the other court's a little juvenile, and ours is mature. I don't know. That's how it looks to me. I mean, yeah, there's some juvenile courts out there for in-season tournament for sure. And we've got a more mature look to our court, and I won't get upset about that. The old head in me is all about being mature. All right, let's see. Monique is here. Good to see the super fan Monique Lawrence. Monique, we are going to the in-season tournament tonight, and we better be ready. I'm telling you, Monique, we better be ready tonight to get these Raptors to win against the Celtics. Oh, big time game tonight. Good morning, Raptor Freak family, and happy game day. Let's stay focused tonight. Revenge game, big night. Fuck Boston. There you go. Monique is on it this morning. I'm giving her a dunk for her vulgar language. And I'm with you, Mo, on this. We got to get revenge for Saturday. In fact, there's been allusions to this all week at practice interviews that, they don't like what happened last Saturday. They want to save some face. If anything, they don't want to repeat getting blown out and embarrassed again for sure. At least give it another shot. And hey, who knows? Fuck around and win, maybe. Yeah, that's what we want. We need to look better than last week. I'm going to bet this, that after Saturday's game, most of the Celtics nation and maybe even the Celtics themselves might be a little bit overconfident. And they may take us a little lightly because it was easy on Saturday what happened with them. And, we don't make it easy tonight, and we make it different. They did a whole bunch of interviews with the Raptors on their thoughts about the in-season tournament this week. And it's interesting range of what these guys are saying and things like that. Some of them care about the money. Some of them very much do not care about the money. Some of them think that the courts are interesting. Some of them think the courts are distracting and just not like they're not an upgrade. There's a lot of interesting opinions espoused by the Raptors on this tournament. Very, very interesting stuff. So hopefully they take it seriously. And, we need to save face from last Saturday. That's part of this too. In some ways, the tournament and all that. This matters. It's a big deal. And, we have a European contingency to our team, which is familiar with these kind of in-season tournaments with different sports over there, whether it's basketball or soccer. And, so maybe we have a leg up because we're more international and they're used to these or they know kind of what these tournaments are like. I don't know. That's bullshit, probably what I just said. But I want to gain any advantage I can. If Darko understands in-season tournament formats better because he's from Serbia and he's been around those kind of things over there, that can't hurt, right? That can't hurt, I hope. I mean, he was talking about strategies for how to do them in the interview yesterday. And I'm like, you don't want – he was like saying he will run up the score, by the way. He said that. He's like, well, if this is what we've got to do to get further in the tournament, yeah, I'll be looking to score as many points as the Raptors can tonight. We will be playing guys late. In fact, I will say once again, I think Siakam sat the fourth quarter against Milwaukee, partly because I could see Darko playing Siakam 48 minutes today. Seriously, I could see him playing him a good whole chunk of the game today, partly because he really does want to have his best players out. So we may see Darko do a little bit of a Nick Nurse impersonation about running his starters way, way more. Now, don't do it to this extent where you run them out of gas for the last couple minutes, Darko. You're going to have to give Siakam a good rest some point in the fourth quarter, just so he can be fresh to go for the last part. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he handles rotations tonight, who actually gets to play in this game and how long, because it could be very tight rotation tonight just because he wants the premium best play from our guys. This is like a playoff game tonight. And it's weird to do it right in the middle of so many ordinary regular season games. Can they turn on playoff mode and be in a playoff atmosphere and intensity for one game all of a sudden tonight, and then next game on Tuesday, and then the next game on Friday, and then the next game on Tuesday? That's right. All right, let's keep going. Jimmy Pope saying, yes, Mo, yes. And Tom saying, good morning, Raptor Freak family. Dunks for all the singers at karaoke. Holy crap, Tom. I got to remember who all got up there. There were quite a few of y'all that got up there. You know what? You'll have to just maybe mention the songs or the people as we go, because I don't know who. I can't just go down the list and mark them all, because there were quite a few. I think there's about 7 or 8 of us that sang last night. Let's see. Monique is saying, how was the turnout, Tom? It was pretty good. Monique, we had about I think she counted about 15 people. We had 15 people last night. We had all the regular people except for you, Mo. You were the only one that like has been repeat that we missed, like Raymond, Evelyn, the Saborans, Morgan, Tom Duke, Isaac Campbell, Mischief, Kareem Thomas, Country Kong, MSJ. Bradley came, Cowboy came, Adriana and I, of course. Yeah, we had a good turnout. It was really funny, and it's so fun for us to see each other. Like, you know, when Country Kong showed up, it was just like it was like hugging everybody. It's like he knew everybody for years, and it was like it is like that. It's weird because like when we get together like that, you know, they're all talking, and we realize how much we really do have in common. And how much we're like kind of like these are people I really enjoy hanging out with. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's happened every time we do this. You know, Sue comes down, you come down, people come down, and boom, it's just we have a good time. And it was a very good time. It was a very fun time. We missed you there, Mo. We did. We missed you there. We want more numbers. And I did look at the place, and I think it would be very accessible for you, and it would be perfect, honestly, because they have a parking lot. And you can just pull in and get out easy. And then everything's on one floor. And even the bathrooms are all, I think they're all good. So, yeah, it's good. Next time we do it, you could definitely come there and you'll be all right. Yeah. Bryce is saying, good morning, Raptors freaks. Hope everyone has a blessed day today. Thank you, Bryce, hanging out. He's in Kentucky. He's our guy in Kentucky. We love you, Bryce. And I hope you're having a great TGIF so far, too. Let's go get that win tonight against the Celtics. This is a big one. This is a big one right here. G thinks the courts look fire. Yeah, I agree. I think our court looks very fire. And Tom just got something from the Raptors early just now, a message saying that we're invited to early shoot around. So we got to go to the arena early today, apparently, and watch in the arena with the early shoot around. This actually may mean that we may be able to get some autographs, Tommy. So we're going to have to get ready for this. Y'all going to need to get, you know, we may need to get autographs. Who knows? I might get my Scotty jersey signed after all today. Who knows? We'll have to see. But yeah, that early shoot around portends that we may have access to get stuff signed. So just so you know, Tom, be ready for that. Let's see. Kareem Thomas is here. Yes, Kareem. It's so cool meeting Kareem, man. He's like, honestly, to tell you the truth, Kareem, you're even cooler in real life than I imagine just from all your comments and stuff. This guy played football and he was a running back. And I can tell the dude was talented and good, but an injury cut his career short. Man, Kareem, it was so awesome to meet you last night, man. He's like, awesome night, you bunch of freaks. Last night was memorable. Yeah, it was for sure, man. Honestly, it touches my heart to see that you guys, would put the time in to come and just hang out with us and stuff like that. I know it's like it was just fun, man. And it's cool. We're gonna continue to do fun stuff like this, whether it's going to games or doing hangouts or whatever. We can continue to do this over the years. So yeah, well, who knows? They may be every 6 months, they may be whatever, once a year or something, but we'll definitely be doing the get-togethers. And if you're watching the channel, we'll definitely be talking about them when they happen. But yeah, Kareem, it's so awesome to put a face to your name in the chat at this point, man. I really, really I enjoyed meeting everybody last night. Everybody, it was so awesome. G saying, I hope our players are not hungover. The event looked fun. Yeah, there was an event last night also. We're having our social event, and across town they had the Rap social event, Social City. It's an event where you can pay an extraordinary amount of money to be in a room with the Raptors and hobnob with them over cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. Yeah, I'm wondering about that too. When I first saw the pictures that they were doing the Rap City social last night, let me go to Instagram and do the Instagram check because that's where all the information is about that. I got a picture of Chris Boucher flexing in front of some things at the Rap City social last night. We see him playing video games with somebody. Yeah, they had a video game set up for Raptors Uprising, the Raptors video game team that plays. Yeah, they had a whole setup for that. And it said Grady is posted on his thing. Herbie or Strizzy announcing him for the start the other night. I didn't catch this at the game, but apparently Strizzy said, we're number one, Mr. Dick, Big Dick Energy. He actually said that in his call to introduce Grady Dick as a starter. And Grady's posting on, he's like, wow. And he's like crying because somebody's using his name like a lot of people have in a lot of different ways. Now, the new McDonald's commercial is out with Siakam is still a McDonald's guy. I hope his mixed swirl comes back soon. That was awesome. But Grady's in the commercial with him now. And he's like eating a nugget. And then Grady comes in and he's a French fry package. And that's weird, man. Grady turned his like red sequin draft day suit into a French fry package. He's got like a McDonald's thing on it. And he's like, I'm a French fry alien, Pascal. He's like, that's great. You're making great development, Grady, in your career already. You become French fries. All right. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. So there's a new McDonald's commercial. It's kind of cool, it seems like. So yeah. And then they show Grady at the Rap social event. He's got a nice suit on and they're outside. Looks like, man, that event's always fun. And Mr. New York City still got posts of his getting his first points in his first NBA game. Mo Geet is putting on blast Andre 3000, who apparently has a flute album coming out. He's not rapping in it. All he does is play a flute. Like he's doing flute solos on there. I don't know. Mohamedou likes Andre 3000, so he's got him there. Superfan for some reason is in Winnipeg, and he's not at the Rap City Social last night. That's very strange to me that he would normally be at those kind of events for sure. And no, well, you better get back now. There's a big game tonight. I know you will be at this game tonight. It'd be weird if you were still in Winnipeg for the game tonight. No, that's not like you, bro. It's the in-season tournament. You better get back now. I better see you at the other side of the court tonight. Dennis Schroeder won an award yesterday, guys. In Germany, they had the Bambi Awards. And the Bambi Award is a Bambi. It's literally the deer. It's a little gold statue of Bambi, and he won it for his excellence with Team Germany this summer. His coach Gordon getting one also in this award show. He accepted his award from far away, of course, here in Toronto, and over the video. It was like a video. Like they had a whole big ceremony with people in suits in the hall, and Dennis got his award through a videotape. Thank you. But yeah, he's holding his little Bambi. It's a little golden deer. Hopefully that golden deer will help him. It's too bad we didn't beat the Bucks the other night. That would have made it even more cool to have a little golden deer he won. But yeah, Bambi. He won a Bambi, y'all. How many of y'all are Bambi winners? I don't think a lot of y'all are Bambi winners. That's right. Yeah. Dennis Schroeder is. He's a Bambi winner. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little statue, too. It looks exactly like Disney's Bambi. I wonder if Disney is like, what are y'all doing? Bambi is like a copyright and we need some money. They probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, they would. It's Disney. They're a big, huge corporation. They suck. There's a picture of Dennis at the Rap City Social last night. He's outside on the veranda, And you can see the tower behind them, and it's Dennis, Darko, and Pascal standing together, all smiles. I love to see it. I love to see these guys had a good time last night. And then you know what? Dennis went after the Rap City Social to OVO Center last night, and he got in a late workout. He said he still got the work in, and he's saying this 10 hours ago. So he did that like around midnight last night. Dennis at OVO after the Rap City Central Social, putting in work. That's dedication. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's some dedication right there. All right, let's see what else. There's a whole bunch of Rap City Social stuff on the Raptors official admin. Yeah, there's a picture of Grady once again. There's Precious coming out. There's Malachi. Yeah, they're just showing all the different players coming in from the Rap City Social. Coloco, Jalen McDaniels. Yeah, they get dressed up. You go down there, you pay like a couple $1,000s, and you get a chance to actually talk to the Raptors and hang out with them. Thaddeus, Scotty, OG. Yeah, they're all walking out as they get introduced. Yeah, Scotty's funny in his introduction. He's dancing. He's kind of doing a little dance. Jakob coming out in just a white T-shirt and blue jeans. Yeah, these guys, I didn't realize it was Rap City Social last night, but hey, that's kind of fitting. They were doing their thing, and we were doing ours at the Real Jerk. Yeah, Pascal playing video games with some kids, and Malachi talking and answering questions. And it's just cool to see a fan interaction kind of event like this that raises money for charity. And, it's a lot of money, though. I've looked into going to it before for me, and I'm like, man, it's at least $1,000 just to get in the door, guys. It's at least $1,000 just to get in the door for those events. All right, I think that's it for our Raptors Instagram check. The Rap City Social going down last night. It looks like all smiles, good vibes, and hopefully the guys, didn't get all messed up or anything like that. They probably had an early night, is what I'm gonna guess. They probably had an early night. All right, let's see what's up. Chris Gold is here. There's MSJ. I'm so happy to hang out with you last night, Chris, and thanks for bringing the where is it? I put it in the other room. It's in the kitchen. He brought us a marinade, like a sauce for cooking, and it's got you gonna bring it to me? Yeah. It's on the table. All right, Adriana's gonna bring me the marinade so I can show y'all, because it's got a really cool sticker on it, a Raptor Freak marinade that Chris made, and he brought us them. Thank you, Adriana. You're welcome. That's very kind. I got a production assistant this morning. All right, see, look at this, man. It says Raptor Freaks, and it says Raptor Freaks Fast Break Hot Sauce. Raptor Freak Fast Break Hot Sauce. Look at that. It's even got a special sticker on there and stuff. It says a hot sauce you can use to cook with. Chris brought this and gave this to a bunch of people at the meet and greet last night. Fantastic stuff, Chris. I love it. I love seeing stuff like this. And you guys, like I said, I don't care if we use the Raptor Freak thing, whatever you guys want to do. Bradley has a pepper. Chris has a hot sauce he wants to put the name on. I don't care. I don't have a license. I don't care. And anybody wants to try and steal that from me, I have all kinds of ways I can prove to them I've used this name for decades. So there's no worries about that. And I don't care. I love that you guys are being creative with the station stuff and making your own creative endeavors. That's awesome, Chris. I was really touched. And I was like looking, I was like, there's something cool on top of that. And I looked at it and it was like, holy crap, that says Raptor Freaks on top of it. So it's like a Raptor Freak hot sauce. Amazing MSJ. That was awesome. He's saying, I'm back. Last night was a great venue. Nice to meet everyone. Yeah, I liked going to the Real Jerk too. I thought they were a very good service, really awesome vibes in there. And I thought that it was perfect for what we did. And hopefully, maybe we'll go back and do it at there again, either there or Real Sports. I'm going to tell you that. It'll probably either be Real Sports or there. I don't know if we'll go back to the original place we went to the first time, that Irish pub on Danforth. So yeah, let's keep going. MSJ saying Tony Brothers might see it outweigh tonight. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how he does. You're on here twice. Are you double barrel like in this chat? Because I see you as Chris Gold and MSJ right in a row, and both of you have memberships. That's amazing. I hope that Tony Brothers is very fair and right down the line. That's all I ask for, Tony. Please, Mr. Brothers. I really do respect and like you. And I'm not like most NBA fans that think you're a notorious bad ref. I think you're one of the best refs in the history of the NBA. You piss off the right people. The LeBron fans hate you. Yeah, to me, that's a good thing. So in a lot of ways, I like you, Tony, a lot. And I want to like you even more after tonight. So let's see how it goes. All I'm saying is just call it fair. I don't want to see any kind of referee manipulation in favor of the Celtics. And if we can win, that would be great. We'd love the Raptors to win this game. That'd be a huge thing. I don't know. Maybe the NBA is like, it's more likely they want the Celtics to win because obviously there's certain reasons. But man, if we can mess that up tonight somehow, some way, that would be so awesome. I really want to figure it out. Yeah. She's asking, did you find your wallet, Tom? No, he did not find it, but it's all good. He's got credentials getting FedEx to him right now so that he can get on the plane to go back. It's one part of the problem is he had no ID afterwards. And to be able to fly back to Victoria, he needs something. So he's getting something FedEx to him so he can get on the plane, credentials, his ID. Monique is saying, see everyone tonight. That's going to the game. Raptor Freak family forever. There you go, Mo. We're going to be looking forward to seeing you around halftime at the game. We are in 115, and so we are very close to where you are. So you don't have to go far to find us. We should be able to find you pretty good. Yeah, Mo, I'm excited to see you tonight. I know Tommy is also. And yeah, let's make it a great night all around with a big Raptors W over the Celtics tonight in this in-season tournament. Tom Duke saying, going to be a hassle. But I'll be able to get home and have everything all sorted. Thanks for asking, G. Yeah, Tom's pretty adaptable. I'm going to say this right now. Some people will crumble or have a really hard time dealing with something like what happened to Tom the other day. But no, this man's a survivor. This man's a tough guy. He has a contingency plan. He figured things out and he got things all good and okay. And he's not letting it ruin his trip here. And I appreciate that about Tom. Respect that about him a lot. Seriously. Because, yeah, that could have been like, he's done beating himself up over such a bonehead move. Tom, I will say this. There are pickpockets out there these days, too. We were out front, and there's a lot of people moving all around after the game, and that's when they go. They look for an easy target, and when they just come by and there is a little bit of that going on around the city right now, just so you know. Let's see. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it anymore. Yeah, it'll all be worked out. Wayne's here. Good to see Wayne Strainer. No. But they didn't use the cards yet, so that makes it seem like it isn't a pickpocket. Because if they haven't used the cards at all, then it's probably. You know what? I think it was that first cab we got into. We jumped in that cab for a second, and maybe when you jumped in and out, because the guy was like, "I'm going the wrong direction," we jumped in another cab. So it could have been the first cab that you dropped your wallet. I don't know. Wayne's saying Darko's open gym interview was instructive. He sees everything we do, obviously, and is busy trying to fix it. He mentioned Malachi's 0 for 8, and he is encouraging him to take those shots. I love it. Yeah, he said he loved Malachi missing all 8 of those shots yesterday. And I'm like, I didn't love it. I want him to hit those. I mean, seriously, but he loves them taking them. And that is important, that he still has confidence and just has a green light and takes them unconsciously. Because he should be going in. Muscle memory, all the work you've done, Malachi. Come on, stop bricking them. Just make them, man, especially tonight. It'd be great if all the misses the Raptors have been making lately are all the opposite. And the Raptors are just shooting the lights out tonight and so overpoweringly good that they just cannot be denied the victory. That would be the ultimate awesome key to the victory tonight, is that the players are just on. They're making their shots. We're getting up and down the floor. We're in sync with each other on defense, and we're guarding the Celtics really well. And maybe the Celtics are just a little off in certain ways. And boom, we run them off the floor, and we just somehow, some way beat this juggernaut of a badass team in the East right now. Because this is a tough game. This is insane. But if we win this one, I'll tell you, we might have a chance to get to Vegas. We got to win tonight. We got to win tonight. Absolutely got to win tonight. And that'll shape the whole in-season tournament for us. If we win tonight, well, we got something to do. If we don't, then it's probably likely we're not going to go anywhere in this tournament. So, yeah, tonight is everything. Everything is tonight. As far as I'm concerned, this is a one-game championship tonight, a one and done, because it should be in some ways treated that way by the players, because it's that important right away. Playing the top team in our group, beat them, boom, they're all defeated. Chicago, Orlando, Brooklyn, they all have losses, and we would be the only team without a loss so far. That means we got to take care of business in the other ones when we go there. But yeah, this is the big one. We got to get this one. Granny Evelyn's here. Good to see Evelyn. She is so awesome. Granny just has so much gifts. She just comes with so much swag. She just throwing swag at everybody. Everybody who came last night has one of these shirts now. There's a person like all the people that come to meet and greets get a Raptor Freak shirt. That's just what you come in, you showed up, boom, you get the shirt. So that's so awesome. We gave a bunch of new shirts to people last night, coming to their first Raptor Freak hangout. Evelyn saying, "Good morning, Raptor Freak family. Last night was so much fun, and meeting more freaks was the best part." I know, isn't it fun, Evelyn? I mean, geez, you're just the best. You're just the best, Evelyn. I can't believe your generosity and just the way you got these shirts organized and made. And I can't believe it. In some ways, I'm like, holy crap, she loves this channel enough to go make shirts for it. Evelyn, you're the best. I love you so much. G saying, "Oh no, sorry, Tom. Hey, he's over it. He's over it. I'm not worried about it anymore because Tommy's not worried about it anymore. I was gonna go Colombo and like, yeah, let's go search. He did it already that night. He walked back to Scotiabank Arena that night and was bugging the people outside of the arena to let him in to go look for his wallet. Well, he got back in and he got to walk around in there late at night and look around for it, but they didn't find it. They did not find it. It's weird. We were trying to pinpoint where he lost it, but we're still not totally sure about that. Let's see. Yeah, he did not recover his wallet, Wayne. Yeah. G saying Will Lou got an answer with Adam, got an interview with Adam Silver. That's pretty cool. Love to see what kind of questions he asked him and see what Adam Silver's saying. Stargate saying, "Good morning, Raptor Free Crew. What's Golden State's current record? What's the Raptors' current record? Heck, what's the Suns' current record? Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of season. Nothing's really kind of settled, like come to the down or figured out like in the whole season yet. This is so early. And some of these teams that are riding high, they're not going to be riding high soon. I would say Houston's that team. And some of these teams are not doing so well. They may be doing better. We know this is just like, and it depends on how bad your schedule is or how easy it is. So a lot of these records you can't really go by. I'm going to say something right now. The Suns are probably going to have a better and better record as the season goes on. Golden State's weird though. I'm really glad they suspended Draymond for 5 games. He is a thug. Somebody's put out his violence mixtape where it's like all of the incidents with him physically, and it starts out with him hitting Jordan Poole in the face. And I'm just like, you know what? I look at every single one of these things. He's egregiously could injure people so easily with some of the stuff he does with kicking people and hitting people and throwing people around. Yeah, he's a menace. And his suspension is 5 games for his body of work. That's once again something they're saying. When they suspend people, sometimes the suspension is a little longer because they have a body of work. And yeah, Draymond's a menace. He's a menace. In some ways, I didn't have a whole lot of respect for him. I even less now, even less. And yeah, I don't care what's going on with Golden State until we play them. And when we play them, I'll go look. Smooth's saying the two ways need the money. That's what a lot of people are saying. Siakam doesn't care about the money. They said, "Do you care about the $500,000?" He's like, "No, that doesn't move the needle for me," is what Siakam said specifically. Well, of course not, Mr. 30 million a year. Of course not. Of course that doesn't move the needle for you, but it moves the needle for Marquise Noel. It moves the needle for Javon Freeman Liberty. Yeah, the two ways need that money, just like Smooth said. Stargate saying Will Lou's interview with Adam Silver was yet another example of our soft-ass journalists asking weak, politically correct, don't ruffle any feathers questions. I'll have to see it. I haven't seen that interview, so I cannot comment on it, but I will try and find it and watch it. Nameless saying, did Will Lou mention the corrupt officials at all to Silver, Adam Silverman? Goddamn crook. Nameless is awesome right now. At least Nameless is very on point with what he's saying. He's very upset with the league being crooked. And yeah, he want to know what they're saying. Yeah. Adonde's here. Okay, that's I believe that is Adonde. You are Yardy, right? You changed your name, right? That's Toronto Yardy still, right? Great videos. Sorry I couldn't come to the Real Jerk. It's all good, man. We'll do them again. Jump on it next time. You can ask Country Kong. He thought about coming to one before, and he's like, I don't think I'll go. But he came this time, and he's really glad he did. So anybody who's on the fence about coming to one of our events in the future, just go. You'll enjoy it. It'll be a lot more fun, and it'll be really good. Trust me. You won't be upset about coming. So yeah. Adonde, don't even think twice next time. Just come on down if you can. I know people get busy. Wayne's saying, listening to Darko, he's a strategic thinker. Our benchmark for success is structured, And us freaks should just chill and enjoy the distraction of basketball. Good job, Lex, on creating Raptor Freaks. I appreciate that, Wayne, and thank you. You're a part of the creation of it. You guys are all essential to it, honestly. Because listen, I want to start this positive movement in Raptors Nation, and it's getting a lot of good steam going. We're getting moving on this, and it's awesome because we needed this because there's so much bullshit out there, and there need to be an antidote. And I'm glad that all y'all are a part of it. And seriously, it's a collective mind thought of like, look, we just want to be positive fans and love our team and root for them. Why do we have to do all this other bullshit and go through the agony that some of these fans are doing? In some ways, they're pained and they're pathetic and sad because there's such negative ninnies about their life. And I love this. That's part of the reason why these meetups are so fun is because we get some of the most awesome, positive people all in the same room. And we all have the same very, very, very strong passion for the Toronto Raptors. And that'll bond people quick, real quick, when it's your favorite sports team and you can talk about the sports team together at a high level and enjoy talking about it because you're not just like putting them down all the time. I mean, how many of your friends do you talk Raptors with and you're like very negative and like, oh, well, they're going to suck this year anyway? No, you go to a Raptor Freak meet and greet. You will have just like you can talk about the team and talk about what you're excited about and what you want to see them do. And there's none of this Eeyore shit when people are like, well, they're going to lose though. There was none of that shit. And that's part of what I love about it. I'm totally with you, Wayne. I have confidence in Darko fully right now. I think that the things he says in interviews really does give us a window to how he thinks about the team and the way he tinkers with it. And I think that you're right, that there's a lot of stuff he's doing quickly. And he's taking, like I said, the biggest strength he has is his ears are open. And he's listening to his assistant coaches. He's listening to the players. And he's not so stubborn to hold to what he wants. That's a huge difference from last year. I'm going to tell you that right now. Huge difference. And I appreciate you guys. This is nothing without you guys. Seriously, I could be a guy just on the internet just talking to himself. But you guys being here makes this bigger and makes this a whole thing. And without you guys, it's nothing. Chris is saying it's kind of odd that we all sort of got along so well, but diehard Raptor fans are like that. Glad I could mug brothers in the park this time. Lots more of them now, Lex. Yeah, I saw y'all doing the ceremony over there, but I wasn't there. I was inside because, we had a couple of people still performing. I wanted to watch y'all's stuff too. But I was glad y'all went over there and did like an induction of a bunch of new Mug Brothers. Holy crap. I don't know how many y'all there are now. And it's funny. I said y'all are going to go over to the dog park, and y'all did. Y'all did go over to the dog park and do it. And that's awesome. It's like, I don't know. All y'all were over there. Isaac, Country Kong, MSJ, Tom, Saborans, Bradley. You guys are all over there. Raymond Jacob. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Donde's saying, what's up, Nameless? Yeah, Nameless is just like, he's pissed off. He's pissed off at the NBA for being corrupt, and I'm with him. I'm with my paisano. Yes. Shaq Lindsay saying, I hope they look as good as they play with the new in-season court and jersey, or they will be like Ontario Place, overpriced and desperately need a renovation. And here, I hear Daniel Tice is available. Yeah, he's going to the Clippers already. He's been bought out by the Pacers, and the intention is that he's going to go and fill in for Plumlee and be the big for the Clippers team that's losing so badly. So, yeah, Tice isn't available. He's already set up to go to Bombers team. All right, listen, you brought up a touchy subject, and I'm going to say this right now. Ontario Place does not need that renovation that Doug Ford wants that to happen. And I'm very, very stringently with the people who are trying to protect Ontario Place from any kind of renovation right now. That park is already visited by millions of people every year. And it's not for profit. It's a public land, and it shouldn't have any private interest on it building bullshit there. It's just not good. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for us to have foreign companies coming in and leeching off of us economically just for profit. And you don't understand how much money Doug Ford gets on the back end of the deal somewhere, somehow in a seedy, shady way. So no, fuck any of this bullshit going on at Ontario Place. Stop Ford. And I have a very personal stake in this because I worked at Ontario Place for years. And if they do anything to fuck it up like they're talking about, I will be pissed. In fact, I'm very much in part of the fight against the renovation at Ontario Place. I've given money to it, and I am very much helping to support it. So, no, I ain't with you on that. Ontario Place don't need no renovation. It needs to stay a public land, and it should be an environmentally protected public land and a heritage historic site. So no, I can't go with that. I can't. Let's see. Shaq Lindsay's also saying, Dennis, make the call. Dennis, make the call. To Daniel, yeah, it's not going to happen. He's already set up, and the whole reason why they let him go is so he could go to the Clippers. So it's all set up already. Monique is saying, thanks for the early accessibility update on the restaurant. Yeah, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. It's a great place, Mo. And I think you'd have a blast there in a future event. I know it's a little bit of a haul from your neighborhood where you live, but it's not, I don't think it's any further than like going to a game. It's just a little bit further east over this way and not as far south. Let's see. Donde saying Raptors are the last team to start their in-season tournament. Let's save the best for last. That's what I say. Who cares? Look, maybe we got the championship awesome court that looks like a championship court and not like some kid's play toy in the playroom. Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it's like, okay, we got all the kids' courts out of the way. Let's get on the grown-up court, the adult court. The mature court, the black and gray court with the gold on it. That's right. G saying Tice is signing with the Clippers. Yeah, it's already done deal. Let's see. Adonde saying, hi there. It was a Toronto Yardie, but no more. Just using my regular name. Yeah, it's all good, Adonde. We're flexible here. I knew it was you because all your content changed names. I was like, who's this? I was like, oh, this is Yardie. Yardie changed to his real name. Okay, I figured it out last night. Yeah, there you go. Fiercey's saying, good morning, fam, and happy Friday. Let's get this win tonight, Fiercey Salsera. Scotty Barnes, Twitch family. Our IST court looks neat. Yeah, it's neat. It's very neat. It's very nice. I think it's nice. Shaq saying, Andre 3000 is playing the flute. Not interested. Rather listen to Kanye's gospel. It is a weird thing. I mean, artists, they get big, they have money, they don't worry about what they do. They want to do what they want to do creatively. Well, this guy wants to play the flute. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's kind of cool in a way. A lot of people are like, man, I wish you were singing. But he's like, nah, he's like, I don't know if he's doing the Pied Piper. He's trying to get some kids or rats out of the town. I don't know what he's doing with the flute. I think it's magical and it's kind of cool. Maybe he's got a beanstalk and a giant chasing him. I don't know. I wants to play the flute. It's weird. Seymour saying 7:46 Mountain Time stalker. That's right. I got a stalker in Alberta, y'all. Nameless is saying, I'll drive Tommy home. F it. You'll drive Tommy home? Tommy Brothers? No, Tony. That's Tony. You mean Tom Duke. You'll drive him from Toronto back to Victoria, is what you're saying. You're saying that you'll drive Tom back to Victoria. That'd be awesome. That'd be crazy. Tom's saying, thanks again, Chris, for the mug. A road trip. Nameless, you're going to drive Tom Duke back to Victoria if he can't get on the plane. Well, I don't know if that's on his timeline. Chris is saying the hot sauce is for jerk chicken, Ziploc bag marinade, stickers made on my printer. A one-off just for the jars given out last night. And I went back to MSJ after people told me to last night. Laugh out loud. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. You guys want to be real names out? That's fine. Some people want to be nameless, and I get it. And some of these, the anonymity of this channel with you guys is fine. It's up to y'all. If y'all want to be anonymous or you want to reveal Toronto Yardie is Donde, that's fine. It's up to y'all. I'm you don't have to be like me and put your name out there and say I'm gonna be at this place. And Tom's saying sweet action, nameless, sweet action. Yeah, Shaq Lindsay's saying located on the Danforth and the Pape. Danforth and the Pape. Yeah, we weren't that far from there. We were at Carlaw and Gerard, Danforth and Pape. I'm trying to think where that is. Yeah, that's over by the A&W there. I know where that intersection is. There's a fruit market over there I use sometimes. Let's see. Seymour saying, MSJ, can you put it on some Alberta steak, that sauce? Yeah, you probably could. It looks good. You probably could put it on some Alberta steak, the Raptor Freak hot sauce. Seymour saying, or just chicken. Yeah, you could put it on chicken too. Tom Duke saying, I'm not an easy target. Actually, I'm totally an easy mark. Okay. MSJ saying at Tom Duke, glad the real jerk was cool to fill the mug at Seymour's Pape. It's a pineapple version on this. So on a steak, maybe. Yeah, it's pineapple in this hot sauce. There's pineapple chunks inside of it. So it's an interesting recipe, and I'll be curious to try it. I will be curious to try it. Yes. Let's see. Tommy's saying, not sure if you got through all that message I sent you, but it's going to be pretty awesome for the 6 of us to go to the pregame warm-up. Big, huge thanks to Greg. Okay, so I get it. This is what happened. Greg Gubstown Clink is friends with one of the guys who runs the Raptors 905. And this guy got us early access to go to pregame shoot around and be in there with the players. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. Like I said, Tommy, you can probably have a chance to maybe possibly get some signatures or something. So I'm all about it. I hope, is it partly because of where our seats are, or is it just because Greg hooked us up? Man, Greg, you're awesome, man. If you're listening right now, chef's kiss, Greg Hubbard. Mwah! Yes, yes, that's awesome. Tom saying we are literally going to be some of the first people, maybe ever, before the media to see the unseasoned court with our eyes. With our eyes, there's pictures of it right now online. You can go look at it, but in real life, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot more maintenance and different people that you know that are in the arena. They're all seeing it, but it is special because we'll be in there early, and it is going to be very cool. Yeah, Tom Duke has got the chef's kiss. That's right. David's saying real jerk was awesome. Wicked staff. Great. See, there you go. David is usually very, very critical and very tough on things. So they did a good job. If David's like, yeah, real jerk was awesome. The staff was awesome. They accommodated us very well. I think they had fun having a different group in there than normal. I'm definitely going to go back and sing more karaoke there because honestly, I feel like I made a good first impression. And, if they see me come back, they're going to be very ready to give me the mic once again. So I've been looking for a fairly good karaoke night. And, I might be going up there on Thursdays again just to, do some songs because I do enjoy doing it. I did 2 songs last night. Adriana requested Bon Jovi, It's My Life. So I sang It's My Life. Yeah, it was okay. And then I did, oh my gosh. And I wasn't sure if I should do this, but I did it. Journey, Don't Stop Believing. And I hit those Steve Perry notes, kind of. I tried to fake them. I did them in a little bit of a lower register, but on the right pitch. But it was tough. It was tough. I mean, anytime you try and tackle Steve Perry on karaoke, you are gambling with your karaoke credibility because you could really sound bad trying to do Steve Perry or Freddie Mercury or Robert Plant or Axl Rose, any of those kind of singers. You can get messed up trying to sing like them, I'll tell you. But yeah, I did okay. People were saying I did all right. Like strangers that weren't Raptor freaks were telling me that I killed the journey. So that was crazy. David's saying also, love these Raptor Freak meetups. The more people I meet, the better the Raptor Freak family gets. Such an awesome group. It's like we really are birds of a feather. It really is like that. It is really weird. Like I know we're all meeting each other for the first time, like when these things happen, but it doesn't feel like that. It really doesn't. I mean, we hang out here so much and we really do get to know each other's personalities. It's just kind of bizarre in a weird way. And for me, it's weird in some ways because I'm the one that you guys see all the time. And I don't see you guys, but seeing you guys and seeing you guys in person, it's just like these guys are, their personalities come through when they say in the chat. And then I see the person in real life. And I'm like, these guys are awesome. This is just an awesome group. And you're exactly right, David. The more we have these and the more people come in, it just blows me away how awesome everybody is. Like everybody's really cool. And just like you can really enjoy just talking to people because they have personalities and they're just, we have the same passion. We have the same passion. That's the key right there. Mo's saying, so do I get a hot sauce, Chris? Mo, maybe we can try and figure out how to get you a hot sauce somehow, some way. We will try and do that for sure. Yeah, there was all kinds of fun, interesting stuff. Bradley brought more of the Raptor Freak peppers also. So we were giving some of those out to some of the Raptor Freaks coming last night. So it was a lot of cool swag. Evelyn was giving out all kinds of stuff, T-shirts and all kinds of things to people. Let's see. David's got his 3-month gold level member renewal. Thank you, David, for being a strong supporter of this channel. You are awesome, David. And I'm glad that you, Morgan, and Peter had such a good time. Peter, wow. Peter got up there and went insane in the membrane. Let's just put it that way. I love hearing the Cypress Hill, but wow, Peter. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. Peter Saborin doing the karaoke last night. Insane in the membrane. Yeah, I love that song. I do. David's saying, what is this thing? I'm trying to find some lurkers. Okay, he's got the gifteds. Let's see who's lurking. First of all, we got let's see who's given the lurkers are coming in. PBA Slob. PBA Slob, welcome. You've been gifted a membership to this channel by David. He's dapping you. Raymond Jacobs here. Raptor Freak meetups are like it's 420. Isaac hooked up some good stuff. Smoking some right now. There you go. Isaac Campbell came in with a cigarette pack full of joints from Ottawa. And he's just like, here's a joint. Here's a joint. He gave a bunch of joints everywhere. I got a couple joints too from that, Isaac. When you weren't looking, Raymond gave me a couple. Norma's saying, I think what? I don't know. I don't know what you think, Norma. Always good to see you. Thank you for the comments yesterday. And you were right in your comments yesterday, Norma. You're exactly right. Nameless saying, let's fucking go, David. That's right. Nameless, we wish you'd been there, bro. It'd be fun. Hopefully you can come to one of them at some point. But yeah, it's really fun. You can meet David in person. You'll be like, oh, this is David. It's like CountryCom's like, this is not who I thought David looked like, but it makes sense at this point. It does. David's saying, such a fun night. Funny, a lot of them aren't here. Haha, still sleeping. Well, a lot of them are here. I mean, Evelyn's here, and the Tom's here. I was worried about Tom. I didn't want to make them try and travel here and get here so early after such a late night. And tonight's really important. I want these guys to get their rest. And in some ways, being here for the stream, it'd be nice and stuff like that. But also at the same time, this is kind of a one-man show. And it gets awkward. And I don't want them to sit here and just feel like really awkward and kind of throwing it back to them and back and forth. It's tough to do in some ways. It's tough to do. Let's see. David's saying, Nameless, welcome to the channel. Yeah, welcome, new person, Nameless. We love you. David saying PSA Slob got the membership. I can't designate them. YouTube assigns it. Yeah, it's just how it works. Monique saying Ellen dropped the video, kids' bedroom makeover. Yeah, let's talk about that. I did watch the Ellen video yesterday. Ellen reorganizing the children's playroom on her latest content. And, she looked like IKEA play sets. So they're all wooden. You got to put them together. There's like a slide and a tent, and these kids have awesome stuff. And it is funny. She stayed up late on one of the nights while Dennis was on the road trip to get this playroom organized. She's showing us the nice puzzle piece interlocking black carpet floor that's soft for the children that makes it safe. Yeah, it's nice to see Ellen put another one out. She was very complimentary about Toronto and the Schroeders living in Toronto so far. She actually said on the clip that Toronto is her favorite North American city so far. Out of all the cities that the Schroeders have lived in his NBA career, that's over LA, that's over Boston, that's over Atlanta, that's over Oklahoma City. But yeah, she likes Toronto. She's very much said she really likes Toronto. I think the thing she likes about Toronto is the shopping. Some of the malls and the stores in Toronto are amazing. Obviously, we know that. And she really likes them. And I think she also likes how clean and how the city looks in some ways. So she was very complimentary about our city and being happy to be here with Dennis this year and hopefully more years to come. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Norma's saying, I think what Pascal was trying to say is he's trying to win every game. He's competitive. Yeah, he's saying to him, it's not a needle mover for him as far as the money. But in some ways, yeah, he cares about winning this game tonight. He's in the right game shape and the game face. I could tell. He's in a weird place because in some ways I know he's trying to stay light and loose and kind of just have fun and not take things too seriously. But also he doesn't want the criticism of that he doesn't take things serious enough. So he really has to kind of walk that balance of like, all right, in some ways I'm happier when I'm happier and jokey, but some people may read that as he's not serious enough about trying to win. So I get those vibes from him. So it's really much in his everything he says. He's like, I'm working very hard, and I'm just working. I just come to work and I do what I got to do to play the best for the Raptors. And I appreciate Siakam because I know he's getting so much criticism and weird shit these days in different ways. David's saying, okay, he gave another gifted, and Blackhawk got this. We missed you last night, Neil. Neil came to the last Raptor Freak meet and greet, but yeah, Neil, awesome to see you in the chat this morning. And I know you'll come to another one at some point, Blackhawk. Good to see you, man. Nameless is laughing at David. Let's see. Tom Duke saying, no, the guy told us that we're not supposed to ask for signed signatures. We're supposed to sit in our seats and just take the moment in. Okay, so we're not allowed to ask. Oh, okay. Either way, I was just, I just figured that, maybe it could happen there. Well, that's fine. Either way, we're going to be doing what I used to do all the time when I worked there. is basically I used to go in as an employee, set up my sub stand, and I would go and sit in the arena and watch all the pregame warm-ups before the public was let in. So that's basically what we're going to be doing, Tom. It's going to be kind of like old memory for me. And I'll sit in there. That's when I saw Steph and Seth as kids doing their shoot around with Dell, like 20 years ago when Dell played for us. That that's when I saw Steph Curry on the practice court, like before the game, shooting around with his dad, making NBA threes when he was like 10 or 13, 10 or 12. It was crazy. So, it'll be fun either way. We don't need to be autograph hounds, but I thought maybe the opportunity was there. Okay. David's saying, I'll be prepared. There will be a chance for an autograph, I'm sure, but I won't say shit to them during the shoot around. Yeah. Okay. David might jump on there and try and get Chris Boucher to sign his jersey. We'll see. Seymour saying Bulls shopping Levine and DeRozan. Would you like DeRozan coming back? Just a question. It's an interesting mental exercise, but my opinion on DeRozan is his time with us has ran its course. And in some ways, as much as it'd be fun to reunite with him, in a lot of ways it doesn't make sense personnel wise and the way he plays. And then the other thing is I love DeRozan, and in some ways I don't think he would come back if we asked him. He's in fact said this in interviews that he would only come back to Toronto if Kyle was back here again. So it's really like to orchestrate that to get Lowry back here with DeRozan. Yeah, because I think it'd be too sad for him to come here and not be here with Kyle. And then there's all the baggage from how we traded him that he'd have to get over. So I just don't think this is realistic. I don't think it's realistic. He did very much say on a How Hungry Are You to Serge, I will only go back to Toronto if Kyle's there with me. So to make that all work and orchestrate that, I think it's just too much. And I think that our time with him is past. As much as I'd love to see him come back and do that, I just don't think it's possible. I just don't. I think it'd be better for him to go to a team in LA, go home. I thought he should have went to the Lakers before. I feel like instead of getting Russell Westbrook in that time, they should have gotten DeMar that summer instead of Russell. And that was a big screw up by the Lakers. In some ways, he wouldn't even been on the Bulls at all, and he'd just be on the Lakers last couple of years. I feel like in some ways that's a dream of DeMar's down low, and I kind of want him to get that dream to play for the Lakers. So if he's going to go anywhere, I kind of want him to go to the Lakers, seriously. Even though I don't like the Lakers, this is purely for DeMar because I feel like he'd be very happy playing for the LA team. Just with his history in that city and everything, it would be a really good fit. And LeBron should have made that happen instead of Russell because they're a really good pair. When you see them run at Drew League, they have fun. And I know DeMar really respects LeBron, obviously from LeBronto days, and vice versa. LeBron battled with DeMar. So, I think that he should be a Laker, honestly. I think he should be a Laker. Let's see. G saying I would maybe want Caruso. I would love Caruso. Now, that's somebody I would get. But you know what? They're really talking about LaVine. They're talking about how Zach LaVine would fit with our team really well. Like we could do like just a simple little trade, a 1-for-1, and have Zach LaVine in our group all of a sudden. That could really bolster our scoring easier and make us a better, higher scoring team because he is a scorer. And in some ways, he would actually kind of help a lot. I'm not huge on him. In some ways, I don't totally like his game. But in some ways, it does make sense that he would fit the Raptors and what we need right now if we got Zach LaVine. I would, out of the three of those guys, I'd want Caruso the most. I think that he has the most value, particularly because of Dog. So, yeah, out of the three of them, I'd want Caruso the most. But, maybe Zach second. It's just DeMar's time's past. It's just past. G saying easier to price match, can shoot, defends, and is likable but competitive. Yeah, Caruso would be awesome. If he's actually available, yeah, I'd love to see him in a Raptors jersey. I have no problem with him being a Raptors jersey. David's saying, I love Caruso. Not trying to initiate a trade necessarily, but I wouldn't be mad about Caruso. I don't think any of us would. Yeah. Shaq Lindsay saying, Real Jerk is good, but try out Sugar Khan on Danforth and Pape. Okay, that's what you're trying to say. Saturday Night Live music, great food, drinks, and service. Okay, all right. I might have to go check that out. That's a little bit further away from where I'm at, but I don't mind. Maybe I'll go check it out. Yeah, but Real Jerk was fantastic. Honestly, I can't understate the accommodation they did for us last night. Let's see. No. Okay, Stargate saying, is Dennis available tonight? I know he's been dealing with a bit of an injury. Is Boston at full strength? No OG again tonight. It's going to be tough. Scotty and Pascal have to work off of each other. All right, I'm going to break this down, Stargate. Dennis is available right now. He's not on the injury report. It could change as the day goes on. But if he played in the Milwaukee game the other night, I'll tell you he's probably going to play tonight. I don't think he's in any worse shape than in the last couple days. So in some ways, yeah, I'm expecting Dennis to be playing whether he's hurt or not. And that may not be a good thing that he plays, but I hope it is. And I hope he does play. Boston is not full strength, apparently. There is some injury list for them. I think the one that's most likely to be out is Porzingis. It's his knee. He did sit the last game against Philly out for them, and he may still be out tonight. So he's questionable. Jaylen Brown is sick right now. He has an illness, and he is questionable for tonight. And then Al Horford is probable. It's his foot, and he will probably play. But yeah, that's the injury notes for the Celtics at this time. So Porzingis most likely out. I'd say Brown second most likely out. And those were the two guys they were missing against Nick and the Sixers on Wednesday. So we'll have to see if they continue to be out or they miraculously come back. I think if either any of the Celtics are going to miss this game tonight, it'll be Porzingis, just so you know. Yeah. Seymour saying we don't have OG, Coloco, Gary. We have Gary tonight. Gary's returning tonight. OG will not be back tonight, but Gary will be back. He practiced fully yesterday, and Darko said he expects him to play tonight. So Stargate saying the other guys just compliment them. Don't be surprised if you see a bit of deviation from the 0.5 offense for this game. I suspect Darko is starting the process to shake things up a tad. They've been doing different interesting things at practice the last couple days. They've been doing a lot of shooting contests. Yesterday, they had money on the table on the court playing in practice. There were pictures of OVO with Malachi, Dennis Schroeder, and Garrett Temple were doing a 3-point shootout betting contest where they threw their own money on the court and bet on who would make shots. Malachi won. Apparently, he cleaned up. He took money from Dennis Schroeder yesterday, apparently. But I don't know. Darko may be doing more things to entice these guys to get better with their shooting, allowing them to gamble in practice. Yeah, I don't know. They're trying anything. I don't know. They're trying to make the practices light and competitive, and to garner a competitive spirit, but also a confidence and funness to it. That's the vibes I get from practice right now, is that they really want to garner fun and competitiveness and shooting, obviously. So there's a lot of shooting in practice right now. They're very much focused on their shooting and trying to get their shooting back in a better way. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff they're doing in practice from what I hear. MSJ saying, Insane the Membrane was the song of the night. Yeah, we'll debate that. Caruso could be good, but does he help the scoring? And I have a jar for you, Mo, next time. And 4 people wondering if they should show up. You should. Yeah. Chris is exactly right. Chris, honestly, don't diss your great song. You did ZZ Top. MSJ got up there and did She's Got Me Under Pressure. And it was awesome. It was awesome. The whole part when it goes, She Got Me Under Pressure. I was like, yes, Chris, hit that part on ZZ Top. For everybody who had the guts to get up there and do a song last night, I love you. You guys were awesome. Adriana did a song last night. It's in His Kiss. It's just an awesome time with a lot of different people getting up there doing songs. It was really cool. Yeah, don't sell yourself short, Chris, on the Got Me Under Pressure by ZZ Top. That was good. David's saying it's funny because I don't usually even really like people, to be honest. I know. But I love every fucking last one of you freaks. So odd, but so awesome to have some real people around me. In some ways, you find the vibe of your tribe or your vibe, the vibe that you like and the tribe that you like. And in some ways, this is kind of what this is. And it's so awesome because, part of the fun thing, and this was funny, like this was said, not to embarrass anybody, but this is just the truth. We don't really know what each other look like or who we are. And it was funny because Country Kong showed up and he's like, Isaac Campbell. He's like, whoa, I thought you were a black guy. It's like, this is part of the thing with this channel is like, I don't see any of y'all's races. I don't have any idea like where your backgrounds, a lot of y'all are. I mean, some of the names do kind of tell you kind of things, but in some ways it's like, look, I don't have any preconceived notion about who any of you guys are. And it's like, I just want to accept you guys blindly because y'all have a passion for the Raptors like I do. And that's the only thing that matters. And that's one of the beautiful things about this, David, is that this is connecting people from all walks of life. You see our group at Real Jerk, and you're like, wow, that's an interesting group of people hanging out. And what they're so into each other and hanging out, and having a good time. What's going on with that? It's like, what is that vibe there? There were probably people in Real Jerk last night saying that's a really interesting group over there. And I'm like, yeah, we're cool, and we're very diverse and fun. Very, very fun. It was a good time, man. It was a really good time, David. And you're exactly right. David does not like people, but he likes us. Fiercey saying Andre 3000 no longer feels inspired to rap as he's older, 47, and his reality is different than when he was younger. He doesn't feel rapping about colonoscopy. It feels inauthentic. That's hilarious. Like he would rap about what he's going through at that time in his age. Yeah, I get that, and I totally respect him as an artist. Honestly, I love when people do this. Like when people do different kind of genres or things that they wouldn't have done when they're younger. It shows a maturity and a journey of the creative mind and the artist. And yeah, I love Andre 3000. I think he's been amazing, like all the time. Of course, Outcast stuff is amazing, but yeah, he hasn't done a whole lot in a while, and now he's coming with this. And some people may be like, "What is this?" I love it. I love this kind of. I haven't heard it yet. Oh, maybe I'll get a video at some point. I don't know if it's the kind of album where he's going to make videos for it, but we'll have to see. Fiercely, I can tell you're a fan of his, and I am very much so too. Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's cool that he did it. It's kind of unique in some ways. Like, who's going to do that right now? All right, let's keep going. Stargate saying no to Caruso. I can't stand that guy. DeMar's game surprisingly would actually fit with his current iteration of the team. So would Levine's. Okay, I'm going to open my mind to your idea about DeMar. If everything that I said earlier was okay and out of the way, and he was playing for us, maybe you're right. He's like polished his game enough and he's got clutch enough, and he obviously can carry and score because he was doing that for us way back. I don't know. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. In some ways, at that point, we would not be able to have Siakam because I feel like DeRozan and Siakam would be doing too much of the same kind of stuff. And Siakam would definitely probably have to be out of here for DeRozan to return and play for us again. So there's even more to it that makes me think that, like, yeah, this just is not going to work with DeRozan. It just would not work. Most saying DeMar DeRozan is donating game-worn shoes and special signed jersey to support Canadians living through lupus in honor of his mother, continuing to give back. Yeah, this is a big, big cause for him. His mother's still very much alive with lupus. And like, listen, she got that diagnosis like almost 10 years ago. And they really thought, like, yeah, it's amazing what he does. Exactly. This is a big deal to him. And I'm so proud and man, awesome that DeMar still does stuff in Canada, even after the way Masai did him. Does not have to be like that. But what a guy. DeRozan's one of the greatest Raptors of all time. He always will be. Let's see. Wayne saying, we don't run an old age home in Toronto. DeRozan chose not to go to LA because he wanted more money. He chose money over championship potential. We need big games tonight from notables. We make shots, we win. I like the game strategy for tonight. That's not what I heard. I heard that he very much did want to go to the Lakers, and they they went and got Russell, and it screwed up them being able to get DeMar that summer. That was that summer when they got Westbrook, which is a total train wreck. And a lot of the Lakers nation, in hindsight, say we should have got DeMar instead of Russell at that time. So Laker Nation said that, and I think LeBron probably feels that himself. That, man, I should have just got DeMar instead of getting Russell to come here. Because a lot of that was like DeMar. A lot of that decision was made by LeBron because he was still really kind of being the acting GM, even though Pelinka's there. It was like LeBron's telling him what to do, though, and he told him to get Russell at that time. That was a screw up. It wasn't. I didn't think that it was DeMar. DeMar very much wanted to go to LA. I don't think it was the money thing was afterwards because it didn't happen with LA. That's the way I heard it went down. Is he was open to going to LA, wanted to go to LA, thought he was going to go to LA, but then they went and got Russell, and then he went to see what was left over, and he took the money with the Bulls. That's the way I remember it going down. Stargate saying, wow, potentially no Brown or Kristaps, we may get a break. Yeah, we got to wonder if that's actually going to happen or not. Because, and once again, there could be all kinds of weird games of like, oh, they may not have these guys to let their guard down. I want to just go ahead and prepare for this game tonight as we're going to see the full strength Celtics. And we should be getting ready that way because they may pull a fast one. Most saying it's just the area I don't know, Scarborough. The real jerk is not in Scarborough. The one that we're going to, it's in Leslieville, and it's actually just south of the Danforth. So it's not actually that far from the place we went to for the first Raptor Freak meet and greet, Monique, that Noonan's Pub. So it's in that neighborhood more where we were last night. It's not that far east. It's actually really close to Broadview and Dundas, that kind of area. Leslieville, Riverside is really where it is. It's not full Scarborough. It's not past Vic Park. So yeah, you could get here, and it'd be awesome. And like I said, they have a parking lot, so everything's easy. David's saying, shout out to Mischief. That guitar work with the dubstep was awesome. Well done, bro. Yeah, that was cool. That was different. I mean, when he was saying he was gonna bring the bass, I was like, okay, I don't know, like what's gonna happen. He did. He was like serious. He wanted to bring the bass because I guess Mischief wanted an audience, and he got a good audience. And man, he killed it. It was awesome. He's just like, it was cool, man. It was very eclectic, and I liked it. It was different. You don't go to a karaoke night and often see somebody doing a bass solo. On a karaoke night. That's very different, and it's very, very cool. MSJ saying, I should hope shooting is the number one goal. The lack of it is getting to me. Yeah. Also surprised as people were for better looking than I thought. Just joking. Chris is saying he's like finding all the Raptor Freak family coming up, and like everybody's good looking is what he's saying. That's funny. That's nice. That's nice. All right, David's saying good omen. Here's to the W. Thanks for being you, Lex. Thank you, David. Thank you for the super chat. This is so super kind of you, David, and amazing. I appreciate that so much. And man, you're such a huge driving force in this Raptor Freak family, David. I love you, man, and I'm really looking forward to going to this game with you tonight and getting really, really loud, man. You're awesome, Dave. Stargate saying, anyway, we can pry Tyus Jones from Washington as a backup point guard. 14 million is a bit high, though. Yeah, he was solid the other night, and he impressed me. In some ways, the Wizards, he's essential to them. If he's not out on the court, the Wizards are a lot worse, and he's kind of keeping them okay, Tyus Jones. I don't know if he's available, and it may not work with the money. You're saying 14 mil. Yeah, that does sound a little bit high. Wayne's saying, where's Superfan when Raptors need help in the kitchen? Being frugal is good, but hire a competent homie as a chef. You're talking about you want Nab Bhatia to get chefs for OG so he doesn't slice his hand? I mean, that's OG, man. In some ways, you won't want to tell OG what he can and can't do in his life. If he wants to do household chores, let the man do household chores. I mean, I don't know. It sucks. In some ways, we didn't need the accident. And maybe he does need to get a chef. Yeah, maybe he does. Yeah. David's saying, no shit. Laugh out loud. Country Kong's good. Country Kong is here. JP, good to see John Paul, man. This is awesome, man. Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lex, it was awesome meeting you all and the Raptor Freak fam last night. Y'all are so talented and fun to be around. Have fun at the game and don't hold back. Let's go, Raptors. Let's go, JP. It was so awesome to meet you, man. You're such an enthusiastic, bright, positive young man, and I love you, bro. And it was so cool to meet you, man. I can tell your energy is just badass all the time. You keep being you, man. It was awesome. And yeah, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring it. If we're going to bring that 300 level noise to the 100 level today. Yeah, we did our test out on Wednesday with the Milwaukee game. We were heard. We will be heard for tonight for sure. Oh, yeah, I know Morgan's going to be heard. I know Morgan's going to be heard. And I know I will be heard also. And David will, Tom, Isaac. I hope we're all getting loud. Peter, all of us getting loud. The 6 of us in the group going tonight. Yeah, we're going to do our best. I promise you, John Paul. We will do our best. Yeah, it was so awesome, Country Kong. And definitely when we do these again, any kind of thing, maybe we'll figure out a game that we can all go to this season if the prices are okay or whatever. Who knows? We're always trying to figure out and brainstorm more ways to have meet and greets or hangouts and stuff like that in the future. So we'll definitely be doing it again at some point, maybe near the end of the season. Who knows? We'll have to see. Let's see. David saying, my man, so pumped you showed up last night. There you go. See, fast friends. Fast friends, David and Country Kong meeting up in real life. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Shaq Lindsay saying, getting Zach would mean trading Pascal to another team. Yeah, it may mean that. I don't know. I mean, it's a big price tag, and there's got to be things that go that way and this way. I don't know. I'm not totally sold on the Levine thing, but I understand where people think that it could help us. I really do. G saying, Tom, where were you sitting at the game? The last game we were sitting in row H in 115, pretty much like 16 rows away from the court, like very, very close to the court. And we were right down near, where you go down that section, G, you have to go by a couple of security guards because they don't want people down near where the bench is and where they come in the entryway. We were two security guards down. We got to go past two of those security guards where they don't let anybody who's in the general seats come down there. So we were actually in like some of the sections where they have extra security because they don't want you to get near the bench. So yeah, we were pretty close. And we're not going to be as close tonight, but we're going to be kind of in the same area. Kareem saying, tried to convince Chris to sing Genuine's Pony. You told me that you were singing that. And when he got up there and I heard ZZ Top, I was like, wait, this isn't Genuine. That's what I thought at that moment because I remember you saying that, Kareem, that Chris is going to sing that song. And no, he was singing ZZ Top, which is funny. MSJ saying, next time I have to get the right grind on to pull it off. Okay, we'll look forward to that next time, Chris. Stargate saying, yes, Pascal would unfortunately be the sacrificial lamb if there would be a trade for any of those Chicago players. I don't want Pascal going anywhere, to be honest. However, you have to give to get. That's what I'm saying. That's why that job is for Bobby and Masai and Teresa and Dan, and it's not for us. In some ways, these people that know, they think they know so much and they know it, they really don't. And this is a tough job. I mean, seriously, that's not something you want to take lightly. That's something you really want to think through completely from all different angles and understanding. Shaq saying the Lakers, LA Lakers are going to make the same mistake again. LA wants Zach instead of DeMar. DeMar would fit well with Toronto. You don't have to start him, and there's no commitment because he's on a 1 year. That's interesting. I don't know. I'd have to see the money and how it fits. It sounds like if we're getting, like they said, any of them, we're going to be giving something up, though, Shaq Lindsay. And I don't know. I don't know. The coming and going, I have to see the specifics of the deal and be like, yeah, this isn't, we shouldn't do this. Or, wow, this is really good. You were able to do this and make this happen. Wow, let's do it. I don't know. That's that kind of thing. In some ways, it's like if it's too much going out, I'm like, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's continue to discover with who we got. Namus is saying, we need scoring, man. Levine would help us so much more than Caruso. Yeah, I mean, look, the only reason why I want Caruso is because I don't look at him as a top player like those other guys. I know his salary is pretty good for the player he is. He's a role player, and he would be helping us with certain kind of dog stuff. He'd be like a Patrick Beverly for us kind of thing, except play more and probably be more helpful. But in some ways, he'd have that kind of factor, like a Dylan Brooks or Patrick Beverly. And in some ways, we may need more of that if we really do want to be a serious playoff contender in any kind of way in the future. So I don't know. I don't really want any of the Bulls, honestly. I really, really don't. In some ways, I'm not interested in dealing with them. I know a lot of people are talking about, though, because that's the topic du jour, that the Bulls have guys and they may be available. Let's see. Name was saying, although our bench is in rough shape, that's what I'm saying. We get Caruso on our bench. That can be very huge. Very, very huge. Fiercely saying, not Pony. Yeah, that was Kareem was trying to get Chris to sing Pony, and he didn't. He did not, though. Mo's saying, I will be there at 7, but it's wheel trans, so I leave my house 2 hours early. All right, Mo, we will see you when you get there. Hopefully, we'll get to see you for a good bit. We'll definitely get a picture with you. And who knows? I know that you got to go afterwards. You can't hang out and maybe go to Raptors tonight, but that would be awesome. We'll make sure we get to see you, though, for sure. I'll have my phone and we'll text and we'll stay in contact. Shaq Lindsay saying, DeMar is a leader that can definitely help our players. Pascal, OG, and Scotty respect him. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be good on our team. I'm just saying, would it happen? Would he want it, first of all? Would it make sense? What will we give up? It's stuff like that. MSJ saying, if you're horny, let's do it. Ride at my pony. Okay, you're doing the lyrics to that song. Okay, he's singing it on here. All right, I'm not going to read them all. They're crazy. Let's see. Callie's here. Good to see Callie Mayer. Let's hope our stress meter is pretty good tonight, and hopefully we win. Have fun at the game tonight. I want to hear the defense chants on TV. It would be awesome to get a win. Hopefully you will hear us. You know that Cowboy was telling Morgan last night that he heard Morgan screaming and yet cheering at times in the game. I believe him because honestly, she was the loudest person in our section. It was awesome. And don't be embarrassed by that, Morgan. You were awesome. And continue, please. Please continue. And yeah, I want y'all to be able to hear Morgan, myself, the rest of us being loud. And if you hear those defense chants, if you just hear one voice, Callie, that is me down there. And I will be doing it the whole game tonight. As every time that Boston has the ball, I will be saying defense at the top of my lungs toward the court. Yeah. Name was saying, go for Levine and let one of our starters relegate to the bench. 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, maybe we have to trade one of our starters to get Levine, and it's just a trade in and out. And then you're like, oh, we got more of a bench. I don't think we could do that. I think to get Levine, we're going to have to give up, like we said, somebody like Siakam. And I don't know if that's worth it in some ways. MSJ saying, that said, I most certainly be leaving the place with some lucky lady immediately after the song. Maybe I will sing it. Yeah, you may watch out. You may become an instant thirst trap because of the song, and especially if you put some choreography to it. Yeah, watch out. You maybe want to steal some moves from Elvis or something. I don't know. Fiercely saying, I think your stream is censored, Lex. You just read out loud MSJ's comment, but I don't see it. It also happens when you read comments with swears. We can't see them. YouTube is fast. Yeah, he's written some sexual stuff in his comment. I see it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll read it to you guys. But yeah, he's written the lyrics to Genuine's Pony. And it's like, yeah, they took it out. And sometimes they do that, I guess. Name was saying, David with a donation. I wish I was balling like David. Hey, listen, David, listen, this is what he's told me. He said, look, I don't spend money on movies. I don't spend money on this. I spend money on the things I care about, like Raptors games and your channel. And that's what he's saying. I'm just a part of his disposable income. It's like that kind of thing is what he said. Cowboy's here. Good morning, Lex and the Raptor Freaks. Let's go. Cowboy inducting some more Mug Brothers last night at the dog park at Carlaw and Gerard. So awesome. I'm like, oh, they're over there doing that. I'm like, where did everybody go? Nobody's in the Real Jerk anymore. I go outside. I look across the street. They're all over across the street with their beers in the park. Yeah, I think the rules are you can do that at that point. Yeah. Yeah, laugh out loud. I best leave now. Talk to y'all later. All right, Chris. Have a great Friday. TGIF. I was so great to see you once again. And thank you once again for this hot sauce marinade, Raptor Freak, hot fast break hot sauce. Awesome stuff. So awesome. All right. I think I've got through the chat now. Let me go make sure I have nothing else I want to talk about, and we'll wrap it up and everything. All right. Fantasy basketball. Make sure you get your teams all set up. I did the Raptors Instagram check. All right. Let's just go over once again. The Raptors injury report looks like this as of right now. Koloko is out for his illness. Anunoby is doubtful for the game due to his lacerated finger. Gary Trent participated in Thursday's practice, is probable for the game tonight. So Darko did say he expects Gary to play tonight. Ron and Javon are both still day to day, and I don't know. The 905 are playing in Greensboro. I should do their ref report real quick. The referees in Greensboro for 905 versus Greensboro are Tyler Ricks, crew chief. Biniam Maru is the referee, and Ken Jones is the umpire. Of course, we're going to be at the game. I won't be able to monitor the 905 game. Of course, we'll check and see what happened there after the game and see who's available. I don't even know if Javon and Ron are with them. It may be a very skeleton crew for the 905 playing in Greensboro against the G League team for the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know how many players they got. They may only have like 8 guys suited to be able to play, the very bare minimum. It's crazy. All right, our referee crew for tonight's game. Tony Brothers is the crew chief for the Raptors' first ever in-season tournament game. Tony is favoring the Celtics tonight, guys. His win percentage for the Celtics is 56%, and our win percentage with him is 47%. 47-56 is the split with favor for the Celtics from crew chief Tony Brothers. It could be a lot worse, guys. Honestly, it could be Ed Malloy. I'll take Tony Brothers. Lauren Holtkamp is the second ref. We have a 2 out of 3 win percentage, 67% win percentage with her. And the Celtics have a 48% win percentage. So 68-48 for the Raptors on this one. And then Nate Green's the third ref. He's also two out of 3 wins for the Raptors, but also 2 out of 3 wins for the Celtics. So 67% Raptors, 67% Nate Green. So that's a very, very even-keeled referee crew for our first in-season tournament game tonight. Tony Brothers is a respectable ref. If you respect him, he will respect you. And that's what matters right there. Yeah. Kareem saying, Cowboy, I was singing Neon Moon all the way home. Yeah, Cowboy got up there and did a couple of country songs. He did Neon Moon in honor of Sue and Play Against Sue, doing the music reaction. He got up there and actually sang that song, and it was badass. It was so good. Yeah, it was an eclectic mix of what we were singing up there. It was good. Infamous salute, freaks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, cowboy. And Fiercey saying, if there's reduced 905 Raptor staff, Eric Curry should also play and give him a chance to experience life as a baller. Laugh out loud. Fiercey, you getting a dunk for hilarity. Where did I put my marker? Yeah, all right. That's really good, Fiercey. I think that's hilarious. If there's not enough players for 905 tonight, Eric, put a jersey on and get out there and get some real life experience on the court. That's awesome. That's hilarious. W Stream, Lex, keep at it always. Thank you, Mo. And have fun at the game tonight. We're going to be happy to see you later on. All right, guys, I'm going to do the ta-da advertisement for Bradley right now. I have the ta-da flyers, so I can actually read the services that ta-da gives you. Cleaning services, windows, carpet upholstery, area rugs, tile, grout, duct furnace, eaves drop, in and out cleanups, restoration services, starting as low as $89. Ta-da services. Call Bradley at 647-833-6844. That's right. And franchises are available. So Seymour Pape, Ottawa, Isaac Campbell, you guys, Tommy Duke, you could get the ta-da services going in your local area and join the crew with Bradley and his brother. That's right. There you go. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Ta-da franchise to Ottawa. There you go. They need a ta-da franchise in Ottawa for Fiercey. And Infamous saying, Lex, how come you didn't mention Grady into the Bucks game? Big dick energy. I did mention that, actually. It was in his Instagram stories. And when I did the Instagram stories, he's like wilding out because Strizzy, I guess it's Strizzy who said that. And he said that when he announced him. I didn't catch it when we were at the game the other night. I didn't hear him say that or comprehend it. But now I've seen it now. Grady starts his first game ever in the NBA, and they announced that he has big dick energy. Yeah, this is the world we're living in at this point. I guess that just goes right over all the little kids' heads at the game anyway. But yeah, I did mention it earlier in the Instagram stories. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching me. This is a huge game today. Seriously, I cannot understate how important this particular game is today, that we really need to make our first ever in-season tournament game a win. You know, the first time the Raptors played in the finals of the NBA, they won game one of the finals. I was at that game. The first time the Raptors played in the NBA, they won against the New Jersey Nets in their first ever NBA game. The first time the the Toronto ever played in the NBA was the first ever game in the NBA's history. Toronto Huskies, New York Knicks. So Toronto has a lot of first games over its history, and this is going to be one of the first games ever in their history for the in-season tournament. And that is a big deal. And that's why we're going tonight, and that's why we're going to get loud, and hopefully we'll see the Raptors give a defeat to the Celtics in Group East C. Yeah, that's what we're all about tonight, y'all. All right, thanks for watching me. Keys to the victory: play perfect basketball. Make your shots. Stay on a string on defense with each other. Make your free throws. Cut down on turnovers. Get connected. Take the higher percentage shots closer to the basket. Open it up, and then take threes, Raptors. And Darko, play your premium guys as much as you need to tonight. Don't mess around with no bad stuff from the bench tonight. We need a high level the whole night, but balance it with keeping them not fatigued. So there's a lot of keys to the victory to get the victory tonight. But I believe in them. And I think that if they play at a high level and they do things right, they can win. So, yeah, let's do the main event marquee matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scotiabank Arena in beautiful downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Tonight we have a special in-season tournament game here at Scotiabank. It will be the Toronto Raptors versus the Boston Celtics. That is the main event marquee matchup. We don't need to put anything on this. No hat on a hat, no nothing like that, because this is a big deal right in itself. Toronto versus Boston. Main event marquee matchup, in-season tournament. Let's go. We just lost to them in an embarrassing way. We got to make this up tonight and get towards that in-season tournament trophy that will be sitting on that center court circle on our court today. When we go down to the arena and we see that gold trophy, that's what that represents. is that in-season tournament trophy. That's right. So the main event marquee matchup is the Celtics and the Raptors, Scotiabank Arena tonight. IST. That's right, baby. Wear gold. I got these are my pants that are going to kind of go with the gold. So, I don't really, we were trying to find gold stuff the other day. Tommy got a hat. He's got a kind of gold hat. And, there's going to be gold shirts on the chairs. I know there will be when we get there. There'll be shirts on the chairs and they'll throw those gold shirts on. So, yeah. All right, guys. Have a great Friday. Keep that good positive energy up to believe that there is an outcome tonight where the Raptors will win this game and kick the Celtics ass in the in-season tournament. I am hyped. I'm going down there with some good friends from out of town and some good friends from in town, and I'm excited to share the experience with my good friends Tom Duke, Isaac Campbell, David and Peters, and Saborin and Morgan. It's going to be so much fun tonight, and I am so much ready to have a blast with you guys. Tommy, you and Isaac, I hope you guys can come over very soon and see me now, and we'll watch some videos, and then we'll go to do the early stuff. We'll figure it out. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me. I'll be back tomorrow with the reaction tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. as always. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, everybody who made the effort and came out to the Raptor Freak meet and greet last night and had a fantastic time with us, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are the best, and honestly, this community surprises me every single time. You guys really make things awesome. You want to come in and say hi to everybody and say something about last night? No? Well, what is it? I'm almost done. She sees me wrapping up. This is Adriana. She had a good time last night, and she really enjoyed seeing everybody, didn't you?
Of course. Great time.
Great time. She was so happy to hang out with Evelyn and chat with Granny Evelyn as always. All right, y'all. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., and hopefully we get that big W. Let's beat the Celtics, man. I ain't messing around today. I'm coming down there. I will lose my voice. If I come in tomorrow with a hoarse voice, you'll know why. And that hopefully is what's going to happen. Let's go, Edmund. Let's go, Race Mode Daily. Let's go, Raptors. Let's beat the Celtics, baby. Let's beat the Celtics.